of you. That recording going. And it looks like, ladies and gents, we are good to go. Come here. Except that my cat's screaming in the back. Good morning. Let me quickly take care of that. While I take care of that, I'm gonna leave this on the screen for you guys. We'll keep market up for a second. You guys could quickly read briefly on gold. I'll be right there. Half a second. We'll find some levels. He stopped crying. I'm not going anywhere. Alright, that's fine. So I'd like to sort of see if gold could find some buyers today, but we'd really need to scale above that previous day high. It looks like we already broke it. We could take a look on our lower time frame. Looking for previous day high. We wicked it. New York, so future session opened. Where's our time? That's weird. You guys see that? I don't have the time down here. What? Let's see. Time zone, New York. Does have the right time zone on. Go to settings. Let's see. Should be canvas, text, white. Yeah, I don't know why it's not. Maybe the screen's too tight? No. Now he's yelling again. So let me just, give me a half a second. I'll try to reboot TradingView. Give me half a second, guys. Alright. I know what he's freaking out over. There's a cricket screaming somewhere. And he wants to go investigate. Alright, let's take a quick look at gold. Previous day high was partially broken. Now sometimes, guys, people will throw the Fibonacci tool on a previous daily candle. So we could sort of break it from the high to the low or low to the high. See, we hit our 50%. We held our 61 to 78. That's our optimal trade entry. So we'll check our 4-hour. See if we had any demand zones. We had these zones that I was looking for support yesterday, but we never came down into them. We came down into them overnight, so they're no longer relevant. Let's see. First thing I do notice here on the 4-hour time frame is I have previous day's volume profile right here, and I see a low volume shelf right over here. Let's put that a little higher, right there. Perfect. So even though we did push through it already, I would like to see if we want to come back lower one more time on gold and create a higher low. So sort of look to see if we could, we came lower, created a low, but this was a higher low compared to this low right here. Came up, come back one more time, create another higher low right here, and that will be our long position entry. So that's something I might be looking for on gold today. Good morning, everybody. What is up? Good morning, good morning. Happy Thursday, ladies and gents. Happy Thursday. 3-hour, 2-hour. So I did note, though, on the 4-hour time frame, there was a little bit of a demand zone down here near our open price today. Yo, it's really bothering me that I don't have the, what's it called? The time on the bottom. Like, how's that even happen? Anyways, 3-hour, 2-hour, 1-hour. Just sort of zooming through the time frames, looking for any zones, any levels. What I'm going to do now, though, is I am going to update our... Oh, that wasn't today's open price, by the way. That was yesterday's open price, so that's pretty cool. Today's open price is up here. So on that 4-hour time frame, the open price is where we created a demand zone, a 4-hour demand zone on gold. So now that might be the zone I would want to see us test. But because it's a 4-hour demand, I know a lot of times we don't usually test those the next day. So we might hold and continue before retesting that area. Maybe we hold, we continue, we move around for a little bit, and then come down lower the next day. Meta Platforms has implemented a hiring freeze in its artificial intelligence division is bearish. Oh, that's interesting. I did not hear about that. Let me see what I got cooking in my news area over here, and I'll pull up some articles. We'll go over what's going on. Let's see. I'm not seeing a Meta article. I could look it up, though. Here. So the first article I did want to cover today was just sort of going over stock market today, Dow, S&P, on jobless claims increase, Walmart, Intuit, Russ, stores earnings in focus. Not too much. So let's check out Meta. We'll click Meta. It'll bring us to the ticker, and then we can click News, and that'll show us any recent articles on it. This was Thursday, 23 minutes ago. I don't see a freeze. We could look it up. Maybe somehow Benzinga did not cover it. Meta hiring freeze. Meta freeze AI hiring after. Yeah, interesting. I'll send. You know, it's funny. I'll send that over to Benzinga to cover.
Well, there was a news report this morning that Microsoft employees anonymously released a spreadsheet with all their salaries on it, with the idea that they're trying to let Meta know what they get paid in case Meta wants to make them a better offer.
Oh, wow.
Needless to say, Microsoft is not happy.
I want to see that. Employees spreadsheet is what happened? Oh, yeah, salary spreadsheet. Look at that. Hundreds of... that's on Benzinga. 3 hours ago.
An investigation, I'm sure, about that, and somebody's going to get fired, but, you know.
Oh, yeah. Whoever coordinated it, most likely. Alrighty. Appreciate you. That was Lil AR on YouTube mentioned this about the Meta AI hiring freeze. That's interesting, though, about the Microsoft thing. Revealed their pay from 100 as company fights to keep AI talent from Meta. That's pretty cool. Oh, man. Going AI wars, guys. AI wars. Alright, back to gold. Let's see. I want to check our 30-minute and, 15-minute. I also wanted to update our volume profile. Let's bring it over here. Oh, that's right, because I can't see where the hell we're looking at. There's got to be a way. Maybe sometimes you drag it to another screen and it's a glitch. I'm going to try to shut my trading view down and reopen it.
Well, I mean, I was thinking you're a Time Lord, and so time is irrelevant to you, man.
I know, right?
You go forwards and backwards. You go backwards in time and find out where the good entry price is, and then you go forward in time to find the good exit price. And, you know, you've got that niche thing down.
That's true. That's true. It's all about timing. If it's all about timing, let's start controlling the time. Alright, let's see. 45. 1 hour. I am looking in this area right here for any demand zones, because this spot we had a consolidation before a pretty strong move. 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour. I'm not seeing anything there though. 1 hour. We don't even have because it's a consolidation zone, we're not going to have a fair value gap there. The fair value gap's above that point, but that was already broken. So again, we have the low volume was sitting down over here. So I might possibly look for a long position off of 33.75 and look to target new high of day. And because we have broken previous day high, and we could possibly be looking like we want to trade on a bullish candle today, if we went for a bullish candle today, we're most likely going to head towards 34.08. Let's see, 30. So I was saying 34. Where did I say 34.08? I meant 34.03. That's this pivot high from. Glad we have our time and days back from Monday. So 34.03, and on Market AI, it has 33.97 as that top target, right? Because look, it gives us our range. That's our possible target to the upside. So I would like to see that. It mentions also that the US dollar is weak, so we're going to check that out. Yeah, dollar's been pretty weak lately, right? We've been chopping on the dollar. So does gold want to break out on that? We'll have to see. And if gold does want to break out on it, where could we find our entry? Another thing I might look for a possible entry would be, let's see. I want to look at what this zone is right here. This big red zone that I have for some reason. I think I just have that area off as resistance. Yeah, it was technically a supply, right? Because we have our basing area, we have our sell-off and continuation. Previous day high lines up in there, so that's why I would use previous day high as a target. That way also, if we do trade back lower, I'm able to trade the range, buy the lows, sell the highs, and I'm not looking for like a big breakout and extended move, because those big breakout and extended moves, those only hold when we get the real breakout, retest, and continuation. Whereas if we break out and fail, well then a lot of people who are taking that breakout trade end up getting washed away, right? Because they took poor entry. This green zone right here seems to be a pretty strong key level. It was for a little while. I think if I extend it to the left even further, it showed some relevance. Yeah, look at that way back here. So this is a major zone. I might even mark this like yellow zone. So again, this could be a possible target, and that's above our previous day high. So again, looking for possible longs on gold with a weak dollar. And expectations of a September rate cut, interest rate cuts are driving bullish sentiment in gold. So we'll have to see. I think Powell speaks tomorrow, right? Is the Jackson Hole event?
Yeah, I think he speaks in the morning, and then the actual event is midday. Um, we kind of got to remember that Powell can freely speak here, and a lot of times has an attitude. So you just have to be careful about that.
Has an attitude. I want to see Powell with an attitude. Let's see, let's see. ES, check out our ES now. ES has been selling off, remember guys, past couple days. Bear City. Bear City. I will mention though, yesterday, look at yesterday's close. So yesterday's close along with the key level I was watching, we did close above it. However, we did still break previous day low. So this was what? Wednesday. So Wednesday broke Tuesday's low, and it did close below it. However, volume started to pick up very heavy, and it almost looks like a possible reversal candle. So I do want to be a little careful. It is already near its downside target too of 63.83. So I do want to be careful. I have 63.91 as a key level. Let us upgrade our previous day low, previous day high, and our open price, and be ready for the day. Let's see, 4 hours. So we're not going to try to go long right off the bat, right? Because we don't want to counter trend trade. We see that bears have taken control for the last, let's see, well, yesterday, if we're looking at the 30-minute time frame, we sold off real strong in the morning, and then we started creating some higher lows. We have a 15-minute demand zone right here near our previous day low. This is a zone I might keep an eye on the ES. If we do want to reverse, we might want to try to hold that previous day low. So here's our D30 minute. This is a 30-minute. We could also look at our bookmap tool to see if we have any price levels over there. 73. Well, here's 75 is pretty strong of a buyer. 73, I don't really see much. But 75, we have a buyer. And things can always accumulate when price gets closer to it. Let's see. As for our equities, we could take a look at our equities on TradingView. And what we'll do is we'll pull it up full screen and we'll go through them sort of one at a time. We'll start with Tesla, as much as we don't really care for it in the sense of direction on ES and NQ, but we do see it's in a clear downtrend, making some lower lows, making some lower highs. Next one we have is Meta. Meta just falling out the sky right now, right? So they had that hiring freeze that was announced a few hours ago. Since then, we sort of have been pulling back. Not the biggest move. Remember, it is still pre-market, so we're not going to get that regular volume just yet. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, I know, right? Kyle, I thought it was something with the settings too, but I think it was just a glitch where it was the time on the bottom just disappeared. So Mike, this is Meta. Previous day high, previous day low. It's within its range. Next we have Amazon. Same deal, right? It's near a support zone right now. It's actually near, I think that's a daily demand zone. Jay, what? Okay, we got a daily area of support down here on Amazon. So I would like to see if it could hold that previous day low. We'll mark this off as a little bit of a key level. So if this could be the bottom of our range, this could be a good possible spot to start loading up on some Amazon. Let's see. Apple. Okay, alright. Apple in an area that was a support zone. Support. We were below. It was resistance. Now we're back above it again. And we are... we'll probably open somewhere inside this daily demand on Apple. So I am finding some support on some of these equities here. Google, same deal. Found some support off of this key level. So I am actually thinking a bit more bullish on the ES and NQ if equities could hold their support zones. Let's see. What's up, Kyle? Asking about Bull. We could check Bull. Weeble's the biggest lacquer, man. I remember somebody else asked about this on Benzinga last week, and we were going over how, like, Weeble, stock-wise, it really hasn't done much. It's been trading between 10 and about 17.50 for a while now. If anything, this is a buy area down here. We had a strong spike a few days after it IPO'd. And it went crazy, hit highs of about 79.55, has now been trading, like we said, between 10 and 18. However, that does give you a good buying opportunity, again, if you buy and hold anywhere down here, and at some point, Webull, which is a well-established broker, does want to sustain and does want to hold. Eventually, when the company does start moving back higher in stock price, watch that percent return. Right? Because the lower we are from those all-time highs, the more of a percent gain we have to gain. So even if you held it to $20 a share, that's a 52% return right there. You hold it a little longer, boom, 100% return is met right at $26. That's if you bought somewhere below where we're currently trading around $13 per share. But again, from those all-time highs, we're looking at 512%. That's on a stock, would be a long-term position, be patient on it. I struggle trading things that don't have a lot of PS data. Yeah, no, it happens for sure. I understand that. I get that. Let's see. Let's check out on Google. Right, we said Google, also near support. Microsoft has been selling off a bit stronger and has a bit more selling pressure. However, check it out. We do have a little bit of a demand zone on Microsoft. Another area of support lining up right under it. So... and key level 500 coming up too. So again, we're coming near some major areas of support on our equities. Even, ooh, look at that, NVIDIA right off of that 170 level, currently trading around 174, that 175 level. So pretty cool on that end as well. Would you say Palantir bottomed after a huge volume day? Yo, good call on Palantir. We'll take a look at that too. PLTR. Also, guys, Nvidia is going to be a big one to watch. If it could break previous day higher, we get some momentum on Nvidia, we are going to definitely be bullish on the ESNQ today. Whoo, nice,
Well, I
bro.
hope you guys were in yesterday for the webinar last night, the 2 p.m. webinar, because especially if you're a newer trader and you're struggling, I've been using this Bollinger Band, having fantastic success with it, and I'm actually considering it as my primary strategy. It works really well. It is posted in webinars. It is under Signet's name because it's typically his stream, but it's yesterday's webinar. And I've had some fantastic success with this Bollinger Band trading strategy, as long as you use it in the proper context. And it's good for, and as I showed in the webinar as well, if you're looking at long-term holdings, as far as when to buy, when to sell, again, really great for looking at that as well. And even showed scanners of how to find them intraday, daily, stuff like that. So I hope you guys get a chance to go back there. Like I said, it's yesterday's webinar. It's under webinars instead of replay. But yeah, certainly if you guys have got any questions with it, and if you're a newer trader, go check that out, and feel free to drop me questions.
Yeah, yeah. Let me see. Where's our Discord? I'll send the link one more time to that so everybody has it. It's in the webinar watch list right now, guys. Right under webinars. I'm gonna click this one right here. I was wrong. Benzinga does have an article on it. Oh, I don't know if I'd call it an article. Is this really it? No, there's
Well,
more to it.
Benzinga, being a news aggregator, has a lot of news. The challenge with a lot of that sometimes, of course, is trying to filter out, you know, Section 12 report filed by Acme Widget Company. You're like, I don't care.
Huh.
But they'll have all those kind of reports, and then there's 5 million lawsuit reports and all that kind of stuff. So learning to use the Benzinga news aggregator is a bit of an art.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. All right, here we go. Meta has implemented a hiring freeze in its AI division following months of aggressive recruitment that included 9-figure compensation packages. Hiring, let's see. The freeze effective last week, so it's not anything new, so that is sort of something to be aware of. So don't expect, oh, we're getting the news today, it's going to hit today, Meta's going to sell off. Could be the opposite. The news is hitting today, everybody's becoming aware of it, but it was effective last week. So now, today, we see opposite reactions in the market when we get what we would consider bearish news. Oh, they're freezing AI hiring. Is that bad for the company? Well, not in total, because guess what? That's also going to help them save money. So, all in all, we do want to keep an eye on that. Hey, check this out. T-Rex, isn't that, oh no. I thought T-Rex was,
T-Rex is one of Tuttle's.
yeah, I thought it was one of Tuttle's.
It's not his directly. He is a man. It's not his fund. He's a manager for it, though, I think.
Got you. Very cool, very cool, very cool now. Yeah, Palantir, man, beautiful pop off of that 142 area. What did it hit? 142? I like that 150. That looks good. Yeah, look at that volume step in there. Man, that looks good for another run up. Gotta be careful on it. Let's see. ES markets open very soon. I'd like to see us return to 63.73 on the S&P 500 ES futures. 63.73, that's right below these two big buyers down here. So hopefully these buyers, right, if they are real, can push the market lower, right, so that it looks bearish, so that people enter shorts, so that they can fill their long positions, right, so we could turn around off of that demand zone. Delete this old. There we go. So we're looking at the 15-minute volume profile now. Something to mention, I like Marzetti mentioned the Bollinger Bands being very helpful in terms of being able to trade and helping in terms of a strategy to use. I find the volume profile, if you use the volume average, so this right here, these blue lines on the bottom and the top are the developing volume averages. So you could look for them to trade sort of similarly to Bollinger Bands in that when price is moving lower, moving out of them, they start to extend and develop bigger because we're starting to get a move. When we are very far extended away from them, like below them when price should be trading within them, then we could look to take those trades for a reversal, trading back within that range. And this is volume based, so this is pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm going to delete this zone. I know it was a key area before, but I don't find it relevant anymore. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all doing well today. Happy Thursday, man. Happy Thursday. A little bit of a synthetic Friday, guys. Tomorrow, last day for coverage for Benzinga, but please feel free to join. I'll see if Jeremy wants to pop in tomorrow. Marziti, of course, you feel free to jump in here if you want. You guys could all feel free to jump into the Benzinga stream. I always like to pull up some futures when I see a good setup. But we'll go over like the scanners and whatnot. Let's see. Keeping a close eye on equities. Also want to take a look at gold. Stock scanner also seeing SLQT. You're a stop loss cutie. Ha 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 ha. SLQT. Select quote. Yeah, nice bump up on there. $2, $1.83 closed yesterday. Currently trading around $2.15. 17%. I only rip them, don't hold them. Gotcha, yeah. Definitely short term. Let's see. Anybody trading oil or the Russell or the Dow lately?
I've traded the M2K as I've been learning this Bollinger Band, and it works. Russell doesn't have as much volume on it, and it can be a little bit more choppy, but it's not a bad place to trade. There was a time when actually Jeremy treated it as his favorite, um, but I mean it sort of is a little bit independent of the ES and the NQ. Um, but yeah, I mean it's a good place to trade.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm gonna check out right now. I'm looking at the Dow. I threw the volume profile on from last night from when the futures market opened, and I see we have this fair value gap here on the 5 minute, probably an FVG on the 15 as well. It is, but what's most important is that we had that low volume node, a really low volume node. Now, like you said, all of this volume is sort of considered low. Only 500 volume on some of these higher shelves. However, these only have 20 and 17, so this is even lower. So we could take a look. We'll keep an eye on that area. This is on the Dow. So we're looking at the Dow, gold, and ES today. Somebody had a question. Oh yeah, economic news. Thank you, Charlie. Or Mike. Well, it's Mike, right? Is he not in here? Oh, he's not in here right now. Oh, he's usually in the live stream with us. He'll be in soon. It's funny, he helped out with the economic news and he's not even in here. Thursday, we have existing home sales at 10 o'clock. Nothing major. Hey, feedback question for anybody here that does watch the posts I put out there on YouTube and Instagram and whatnot. I used to wear like the shirt and tie, looked nice and whatever. Lately, I've been doing just the button-up shirt, top button undone. Makes it a little more, not informal, but makes it a little more personable, I felt. Do I do that? Or just a t-shirt? I think the button-up with the button undone. I don't.
A golf shirt is very appropriate. I think the shirt and tie was a little too much, but
Yeah, that's what I was
um,
thinking.
a
That's why I
golf
lost
shirt
the
I think
tie.
would be fine.
Yeah.
I
Alright,
would
cool.
not do a t-shirt. That's just so slacker.
What's that?
I wouldn't do a t-shirt. I mean,
Nah.
that just does not look professional in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I gotcha. Yeah, and 100% I know. I was thinking the shirt and tie was getting a little too much for social media because when people go on like Instagram or whatever, they're not looking for like a business attire. They're looking for just quick something easy to watch. So it's like, all right, let me lose the tie. Let's see what's cooking. Cool, cool, cool. Thank you. You think trying Bollinger Bands? Yeah, Dan, if you want, definitely, guys, definitely throw Bollinger Bands on your chart. You know, keep an eye on them, backtest with them a little bit, look at how markets react with them, trade with them with your zones that you already have. So don't just solely rely on the Bollinger Bands, look at everything. VIX is, let's see, choppy. This,
And the thing is, it really doesn't matter what your trading strategy is. You still have to understand price action.
yeah,
You
and
must
risk management.
understand price action, period. Because that tells you if your strategy is appropriate at this time. And that's a huge thing that you really ought to pay attention to.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's right. It's not just about the strategy. It's not just, oh, I have my supply zone. I'm going to sell when price gets in it. No, if price action's showing you that buyers are not slowing down or that there's no reason to take a short position, then you don't, right? There's always going to be multiple factors. Do we have a bullish market sentiment? Are we getting a rate cut soon? Is somebody speaking soon? Is there some type of bullish anticipation? Something, have we broken a supply zone yesterday? So we shouldn't short it today? There's always going to be so many different questions that we want to ask ourselves so that it's not just, oh, we're in supply, let me short. Oh, we're over the Bollinger Band, let me sell it. Because again, we could be over the Bollinger Band and start the trend and stay over it for quite some time. Same with the volume profile right here. Volume profile with our volume average high and low. So look, we broke out of our volume average low over here. Strong. We sold off crazy strong, right? And if you tried to buy down here thinking we'll return soon, well then guess what? You would have been stopped out. Same thing down here. Would have tried to buy, and then you would have been stopped out. Buy, been stopped out. Maybe over here at this point, sure, once we got a green candle returning in our favor, but that's where our price action comes in, right? Say, okay, well, now I have a trade set up where we're coming near a demand zone. I'm going to wait for a 15-minute candle to close and break green, and that's where I'll take my long, yada, 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 targeting maybe VWAP or something like that, which would have been right over there. Been a nice quick move. But, yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. We're waiting on ES today, guys. We're looking for 63.73. Huh. Just take a quick, like, 9-minute nap and we'll set an alarm, and I'll see you guys soon. Take a look at NASDAQ, see if NAS has given us anything. It's been horrible, too. Let's delete some stuff out of here. Get out of here. Alright, now we go to NASDAQ on the daily. NASDAQ's been a lot more relatively weaker than the ES, but remember, could absolutely turn around. If those equities, remember we were looking at equities earlier, Google, Meta, Amazon, Apple, and they're all looking like they're ready to hold support. So if that's the case, NASDAQ might be ready for a reversal too. So I might also be looking to see how the 4-hour wants to close. The 4-hour candle closes at 10 o'clock. If we get some type of reversal candle where we close somewhere above this blue zone right over here on this 4-hour, that could lead up for a reversal and us to continue higher. So that would be really cool. So we'll keep an eye for that. We got a few things setting up. Excuse me. Alright, let's see. Let's see if there are any supply zones up here. Possible demand zone right here. Not the strongest of zones. So I'll keep using this blue one as my area of support or resistance. So if we're above it, I'll look for buyers. If we're below it, I'll look for sellers. $30, $15. A little bit of a 15-minute demand zone right here. So again, we'll mark that out. Delete this. D15. So now I'm finding a few places for possible long entries given the right circumstances on the ES and NASDAQ. So this is a key level right here at 23,234, and we also have a demand at 23,224. We are already holding that demand pre-market, so if markets open and we open where this green candle, this is on the 15-minute time frame, we're green somewhere over here, the next one opens and we drop real quick to this demand zone, I'll look for some longs on the Nasdaq, stop loss near the bottom of the demand zone, and I'll look to see if we could trade back higher again. Now we got a big range on NQ though. It's 26 point stop loss, 100 point gain, 110 points. So we will use obviously our tool like Bookmap to see, okay, here's our entry, here's our stop loss. Let's tighten it up from 26 points now to 13 points, 16 points, right? Really lighten up our stop loss while increasing our risk to reward. Alrighty, ladies and gents. Markets open in T-minus 5 minutes. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. Locked in stock market wolf for next Wednesday for my Futures Fever show. He just did 300,000 on SPY options yesterday. He has crazy days. So we'll ask him what his trading strategy is, how he trades, what he looks for. Pretty sure he uses moving averages. Guys, not every strategy is going to be different, right? Some people are going to use similar strategies, but every trader, usually, I say usually because some will trade at close to each other, but will have their own system where they have their own rules that they follow, that they know work for them, that they continuously look for day in and day out. Let's see. ES. What were we looking for? Is ES giving us a better entry anywhere? If ES could get to demand, yeah, but if it can't, then no. What was gold doing again? Gold was same thing. He wanted us to go down there. Probably not going to get down there. YM price level was 44,906. Let's get back to the Nasdaq. I'm thinking we're going to probably be looking for some longs on NQ down here.
I am long ES or MES anyway for the moment, but we're also running up against the 9:30 clock here, so this is going to be a short trade.
Yep. Markets are blaring soon, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready to rumble? Drum roll for the market. We're going to be looking for longs soon, hopefully. We'll see market opens. What's ES? 6380 is another key level on ES 6380.
I've got a Bookmap level up at 6397, or whatever volume level, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I got a volume level, whatever you want to call it, so it's all over the place. I'm just kidding. I think Nasdaq might hold though. I don't think we get a retest in that demand zone.
All right, ES is on a volume node.
A low volume node?
High volume
Oh,
node, multi-day.
that's just chop.
Yeah, it'll chop around it, but I've got my first long target here at 63.96.
All right, market opens in 40 seconds. NASDAQ near an area that was support, then it was resistance. Remember this blue zone we have right here. So if we do want to just break and continue higher, so here comes New York session open, man. 20 seconds. Oh, I'm so excited. 30-minute, 45 hourly.
And I'm out.
Nice.
Not trading the open.
Good idea. All right,
Taking what
NASDAQ.
profit I got.
Sell at the open, please. RTH, boom, open. There it is. It might rally. We'll see. I don't think it gives us a retest entry. I'd like it to. Market doesn't care what we would like it to do. Gold. Could gold be pulling back? Nope. Gold, I might see if gold could break that previous day high and possibly create some new lower volume nodes like where we're trading at right now. I'd like to see us continue. All right, here comes NASDAQ for a pullback. NASDAQ. Let's see. A lot of selling delta going on right here, so I'm going to be a little patient on a possible entry. Where's ES? Did ES break previous low yet? Not yet. Might look for NASDAQ to break that pre-market low that we have. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, if you're a newer trader, just sit back and
Yeah.
watch for the first 5 to 15 minutes. Literally, wait for the market to settle down.
Yeah, that's for sure. I'm trying to get NAS longs off of that. I don't think it's going to fill me.
Just understand, Kevin's an experienced trader. He has spent time looking at the chart. If you're a newer trader, wait. Learn.
Damn. I did not get filled. I was trying to get filled off 19. Dude, I was trying to get filled off that pre-market low right there. I have my new entries at 19, but I'm a little concerned that if it comes to 19 again, it's just going to go through. Let's see. Definitely got some selling volume to it. Here's 19 again. So here's my, I got filled, but again, like I said, a little concerned on the retest here. So I would like to see buyers step in. Stop loss is at the low we made before. So I'm in longs on NQ, just one contract, and stop is at the low we just made. Big buy bubble stepped in there, that gives me a little confidence. I don't like Apple is currently selling off. Nvidia's trying to hold up higher, but rejecting a little bit too. But I did like NASDAQ in demand, so we'll be patient here. See how it wants to trade. Could also see where VWAP is. Could be a possible target too. If we don't get stopped out. I'd like to see us crush shorts here though.
Or a little longer at least.
Ah! Nice. There we go, guys. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's see. There we go. NASDAQ. Let's go. Huge. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Very nice. Let's see. Let's go. Let's get towards that 60.
Almost
Oh my
there.
god.
Target.
Amazing. Amazing. Google's pushing. Nvidia's skyrocketing right now. So is Microsoft. We're holding this. Let's go. Come on now. Come on, NASDAQ. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, guys. What a great first trade. Oh my god, it's still going.
Cha-ching.
Cha-ching, cha-ching.
Update on the ES,
Oh.
unfortunately.
Nice. Good job, though. Good job. Oh my goodness, guys. This thing is still going. Let's,
We just
I'm
cleared
gonna,
our one, but be careful.
Oh
yeah.
man, I only got 4 points. I wish I held that.
I'm getting out right here, man. That was crazy. Entry was 1217, 217. Exit is 269. 62-point move on NQ right off the open right there. That was beautiful.
I'll allow it.
Right? There's your scalp from Kevin today.
Right, yeah. This is a rare moment, guys.
That was beautiful.
Just kidding.
Amazing. Dude, that was a rare moment from the market, right? It gave us our demand zone on NASDAQ that already showed it was holding. It swept the pre-market low in that demand zone with plenty of time left in the 5 minutes to reverse. I do think it could possibly hold here too, but we do have to think a lot of people could be stopping out and reversing their trade at this point. So I'm going to wait. We are near a resistance level. That was a great trade. Really nice. Guys, don't forget to join me. Jeremy, I'm glad you're here. Tomorrow, my last day of coverage for Benzinga. If you're around, Jeremy, to pop in the live stream, that would be pretty cool. If not, no worries.
Yeah, it should be.
Cool. How's Tuttle doing, man? How's all that? We were looking at a Benzinga article this morning, bro. And on the article, because obviously Benzinga on their website has a lot of ads, was a T-Rex ad.
Yeah. Yeah, Rex Shares is kicking butt right now.
That's awesome.
And there's some stuff in the works I can't talk about yet, but there's also a couple of ETFs set to try to launch by the end of the month here.
Oh, yeah? I like this
believe
retest of
there's some
demand.
publications about those, but I officially really have to be careful what I say now because as of last Friday, I am officially part of the company. So
Huge. Good job, Jeremy. Congratulations.
man, it's an honor and a shock. I'm like completely flabbergasted, man.
Yeah.
Never in a million years did I imagine myself being here.
That's awesome, bro. That's really great. Guys, look at that retest of demand right there on NASDAQ. Exit was amazing. I almost wanted to re-enter, but I don't know, man. That was a great first trade. Probably not taking another. We'll see. We will see. That would have been 2 trades in the first 10 minutes of the market open. So that's pretty it's pretty generous of the market.
Yeah. Don't get greedy.
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
We'll float around the fib and the halfback here for a moment, and then we may reverse for a fuller halfback. We may not. We may reject it. So
I really, oh, we're holding, man. I think buys want to hold, but what was I gonna say? If we do get some type of hold over here, which we probably will, or a pullback or something, I'd look for a re-entry longs. Definitely missed it on the retest of this demand zone. See how we closed above it, green, tested it, pulled back again. Now if we could close green somewhere up here, or above this blue zone would be even more ideal. Could still look for us to run higher another, another 96 points.
Split the difference between the Globex low and high. There's your target.
Yeah.
If we pass that, we go to the fib levels, and then we start to look for a little bit more range throughout the day.
My biggest help today, guys, was Google and Nvidia. They started to skyrocket when we were in those NQ longs, right? And NASDAQ felt that because Google has been parabolic, Jeremy word, and Nvidia, Nvidia also, like I've been mentioning for a while now, Nvidia is so huge that it already obviously we know takes up a huge portion of the NQ, but now it makes up for 8% of the entire S&P 500, which is massive. For one tech stock to do that. There's our break above that, man. I'm going to be looking for a re-entry on some NAS longs at some point.
Yeah, we just slapped that fib. There we go. I think they're going to probe deeper. Let's go.
New York session open. All right, good, perfect, right? If we could continue higher here, create a low volume node below us, great. Let's take a look at the ES. Did ES hit demand? It did not. Oh, look at that. That was divergence, by the way. That's what I was going to try to look for. See how when we pulled back on the NASDAQ on that candle and broke that pre-market low, ES held that pre-market low. It's divergence. Gold giving us a whole lot of hoopla. Nothing. Actually, is gold pulling back near an entry point right now? No, it's not. Yes. Probably be looking for another NAS play.
Bixby spike. Anybody catch that dip on PLTR?
Dude, I know, right? That thing looks great.
Yeah, baby.
Great.
Great.
Alright, Naz is catching some heat right here. Now remember guys, originally I wanted to watch for the 4-hour time frame to close. That's in 20 minutes. Wild entry on those Naz longs earlier, man. Fantastic. Exit was still 69, so it's not even like we ran that much further. We did another 20 points, but still a great move. This is where we look like we want to possibly pull back for a bit and then continue. I don't think this pullback sustains. I think we... Ooh. Yeah, please prove me wrong.
Fib and give half back.
Right?
There we go. Split
Google
one
that
more
support.
way. Get to hang out with Larry Tendrelli from Blue Chip Daily today.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And then next week we get to talk to Steve Hansen from Acme Lithium.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's going to be kind of cool because, I mean, the battery environment is shifting a bit. And another thing is like nuclear reactor regulations are, you know, being thinned back so that we can get nuclear energy sooner.
Right.
But it's also going to be about energy storage. So the battery space is going to change a little bit.
Okay. It's pretty interesting.
So the demands on lithium are also going to change a little bit.
Right, right. That makes sense. I'd like to see if NASDAQ could find some support here. Sellers came in pretty strong on that last candle, but remember Google and Nvidia have been real bullish, and it looks like they are trying to find some steam again on this 5. Just want to be a little careful on trying to buy it. We have pulled back, so this could be a buying opportunity, a buy the dip. Google finding some buying pressure, so is Microsoft. Apple struggling a little bit, and so is Nvidia at the moment. But once Nvidia could sort of cross to that buy side again, probably clear for another run on NQ. Now Nvidia getting weak again. Be careful. Trying to hold 176 though as support. There we go. Trying to climb above 176.10. Struggling though. There we go, Naz. Let's get it. Oh, yeah, I don't like NQ. Oh, nope, nope, nope. No way, thank you. Goodbye. Getting out of that.
I think Google's setting up a push higher here.
It is, right? It's sitting on what moving average is that? It's a 200 EMA, because you guys know I love my 200 EMA. Just kidding. But we'll see, man. It looks alright on this buy the dip right here. But we'll be patient. Nvidia pulled back below 176, so Nvidia's selling off pretty strong right now. I'd looked for NQ for another pullback too, possibly.
LTR holding the pivot, but that doesn't look like a bullish pattern to me. I'll wait and see.
Google trying to hold higher here. If Nvidia could get back above 176, great, but right now it's below it. Alright, there we go. It's trying to hold above it. Nope, still below it. Apple's trying to hold too, though. Alright, there we go. Nvidia's starting to run. Can NASDAQ continue? I'm not liking that the sellers at this point keep trying to take control.
Got 1 minute on your 15-minute candle.
Oh yeah, that's good to know. Thank you.
Looking like it could be a dragonfly. Some long wick on the bottom.
A dragonfly.
We got that flash PMI in 1 minute.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Good call.
Flash usually doesn't give us that crazy of a move, but does give us some insight. I want to see if NASDAQ does want to retest near this demand zone again, because if I was looking for that 4 hour to close and we still have 15 minutes for that, we do have time to sort of sweep to the demand zone, sort of trap some sellers, and then reverse back higher again.
Does smell a bit like a bear trap.
Right? Markets are pulling volume, right? Because we have that flash PMI. So let's see what kind of move we get from it. We got a little bit of a move so far.
Get out the broom, here comes the sweep.
Here we go. Bring out the broom, here comes the sweep.
Poof, liquidity has been found. Oh damn, we're gonna gap the edge. Cool. Right to it. Let's see if they reverse here or not.
I'm telling you, man, I like the recess of this demand zone, but definitely some weakness right now. Ooh. Real weak.
No
Markets,
buyers yet.
yeah, right, market said, actually.
Hold my bear.
Yeah. Market said, did you know?
That or it'll pull a Stewart. Look what I can do.
Alright, so we did sweep the low again. We did somewhat hold this demand zone, so not for nothing, but at this point, man, those sellers are nasty from that flash PMI. Yeah, look at that. Let's just
Taking
wait.
a put on XPEV, put on XPEV.
Nice. Equity's real weak, man.
22 put for next Friday.
All right, PLTR, moment of truth. You're right on the pivot.
Nice. ES coming near some support. Equity's just jumped off the roof, though. NVIDIA was a little bit of a clue to that, man. NVIDIA sold off before we had all that. I wonder if NQ is going to want another leg lower here. Gotta remember the past few trading days have been super bearish.
Yeah, we might check a couple of lows here.
Yeah.
We might sweep that 559.50 pivot one more time. On
Look at those
QQs.
buyers quick.
Be nimble, my friends. This is going to be
Yeah.
a wild day.
For sure, for sure. Look at that. Yo, volume came quick on the CVD right there. Let's see. Wow, man, that's nuts. I was trying to get filled on another long down there, man. It did not fill, so we'll wait. But, that is wild. Minute 43 left on the 5 minute.
Limit orders got picked up, but then they're getting dropped here.
Could look for new highs to start being taken out soon. 4 hour close is in 12 minutes. I want to see 210 for a re-entry, but I don't think we're going to. So I'll possibly maybe look for like 209. Oh no, I said 210 and we won't. I was going to say 209. Lower. Yeah. Let's see.
All right, pony, keep going down.
Are we looking at Pony?
Yeah, PONY.
Nice.
Ark Invest bought some Kathy Wood.
Yeah.
The Kathy Wood kiss of death. Getting soaked now.
Guys, I'm looking for one more quick sweep towards like 23 210 for possible longs down here. We had low volume when we broke it. Damn, man, these buyers mean business.
The LTR completed a descending wedge, and we're at the trend line now. We might break it. Here
Yep,
go.
yeah, we
Go
killed
Bulls.
it on that first one though, guys. So we'll be patient. Just be patient.
Go, go, Gadget Bulls.
Yeah, right. And the market's like, yo, you got it. Should hopefully give us a dive right here before we want to continue.
Maybe.
I think ES hit demand. Oh, bro, ES was so close to it. Come on, one more quick
Now
little...
in the orb there, is that what I'm seeing that right on the NASDAQ?
The orb on the NASDAQ. Yes, we have a break to the downside on the orb. Looks like we're trying to break back to the upside now. We wicked the downside.
Today I'm adding SMR to my watch list.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a reversal here, but it's not complete yet, so I'm going to bide my time and wait for it. But looks like it could turn out to be a really nice range trade back to like, let me see, where's the fib here? About 48 bucks.
I like where we're trying to hold on that 40 on NQ. But I really wanted that 12 area again, but it already hit that zone, so we might not get that entry. Again, though, at this point, could wait for that 4-hour close. It still hasn't happened yet. Here we go. Head towards like 10. Oh, what's it gonna hold the demand zone again? Alright, so it seems like the demand zone's really trying to hold as the lows. And try our best to buy these lows down here if it gives us that opportunity again. Near 22. Damn, man. Come on, markets. We just want to trade the range. Then you should have took the demand zone long. Oh, shit. It's going to give me another chance. Bro, it's going to give me another chance. Now it's going to go around to stop loss. Stop is near the recent low we made down here below the demand zone now. But, we be careful. And we be patient. Because I was looking for the 4-hour to close. I suppose the 15 and 30 minute as well wouldn't hurt. For them to be reversal candles too. But something to note as well is ES wasn't at support yet. We already had such a great trade on NASDAQ, so we really just want to be patient. 4-hour needs to close, what I say, somewhere definitely above this demand zone. I needed it to close somewhere near this blue zone. So I need buyers to step in now for the last 6 minutes of this 4-hour candle. So looking at all these lower wicks, I'm looking to see if these buyers want to support this downward area again, the bottom of this range. Moving my stop loss to 23,196. Entries 23,222. We'll move it to 200 even, actually. Okay, we're getting a little buying movement. Needed the 4-hour to close somewhere in that blue zone, so we are looking for buyers to step in on this 5-minute, and then possibly that next 5-minute. Good reaction so far off of that zone again. Could just be patient at the moment. It could retest that zone one more time on this, right? We see sellers keep trying to bring us lower. Buyers are failing to bring us higher. We're getting a lot of volatility here, guys, so make sure your stop loss isn't too tight.
We have existing home sales coming up at 10 o'clock.
Oh, shit.
Maybe a market mover, may not.
Well, we'll see where we close at 10. If we do close in this demand zone or somewhere below this zone, then I'm not going to be in it anyways. Yeah, here comes some sellers. Let's see. My biggest concern is that we have been trying to make new low of days on NASDAQ a couple times, but each time we tried, buyers were able to take us back higher. So that's what I was looking for. Back in the demand zone again. Really need us to reverse, though, for the last minute here. Last 3.5 minutes here. If we don't get that, this might run to stop. Nvidia's weak. Equities are all real weak right now, guys. Be so careful. Be so patient. It's gonna go hit my stop loss, I think. Let's see. I'll move my stop to 199.5, but look how close it is to 200 was my original stop. 3 minutes left in this 5-minute. I needed buyers tried to step in on that last 5. Now, though, they're failing. Yep, stopped out. Alright, that's fine, guys. We had that one banger. We were playing with some of our profit. Now we're just sitting on our hands. Taking the market for what it is.
Wait till the home sales report comes out.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Now we can wait for that economic news.
This pause brought to you by Shares. I'm just kidding.
That's funny. Sellers said, alright, you know what? F your 4-hour candle.
Right.
2 minutes left, though. We've seen the volatility. I mean, that would call for a move, though. 50-point move in 2 minutes? It's not impossible. Not impossible with the volatility we've been seeing. But is it probable? We want to ask ourselves, is it possible? And is it probable? And if one of them is a no, then should you take the trade? That answer should be no. Yeah, it's not looking probable anymore.
We all float down here.
Nvidia's been selling off, so is Meta, so is Microsoft, so is Apple. That's what's been keeping us weak. If any of the equities were holding at all, then we would be more range bound. We'd be trying to hold bullish. So, longs are off the table on that 4-hour close. There we go, some selling pressure. Equities are real weak here, guys. We could start selling like crazy.
Hey, Jeremy, when you do that diamond pattern off the head and shoulders, what time frame is that?
That one was on a 4-hour chart for Q.
What?
Yeah, we got a left half of a diamond pattern on Q. We're right back in the middle of it.
Nice.
This will be the leg after the middle leg where we're at now. So if you look at QQQ, if we get kind of a bearish catalyst here, it won't be like the end of the world, but we get a decent pullback to like 550, 552, somewhere in that neighborhood where the liquidity zone is.
Yeah. Gold was starting to pull back near our area, but it didn't.
Yeah. It depends on which set of flapping gums can get to a podium and say the right words.
That's funny. Nas, a nice drop. Again, glad we respected our stop loss. Glad we were patient. Now let's wait and see.
Let me see if I can plot where that would likely break. Give me 1 second.
Here's the retest of this broken demand zone now, so I would possibly be looking for us to reject in this area. Just don't forget, though, ES is probably near support. Nope, ES did not break a new low of day yet. ES has actually been a little bit more relatively stronger than the NASDAQ.
Interesting. That puts us in the first week of September for a diamond break.
Nice. I like it when it lines up with something perfectly.
Yeah. The part that kind of gets people a little worried, well, not necessarily worried, just a little bit too much ahead of their skis, I guess you could say,
Yeah.
is that when you see this pattern on the top of a fairly parabolic or fairly steep bull trend, it tends to give half back of the bull trend, which I have marked out at like 509 on QQQ. I don't know that it'll go that deep though. I think, worst case scenario, we touch like 535 or so and then bounce. There's a nice gap there anyway. But play it by ear. I mean, there's going to be something in the air between now and then, whether it's, another event, maybe J-Pow steps down, who knows?
Oh, yeah, right, imagine. Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, he ain't doing that.
No, he's not giving up, but tomorrow's speech is going to be a pivotal point.
Yep.
Trump's going to try to fire him if he doesn't say the right words. So.
But he can't fire him, though.
No, he can't, but he's going to try to put pressure on him to make his leave,
No.
Yeah, it's a big political mess, I'm sure. But the thing is that price action tends to, give you a clue that there's some sort of catalyst on the horizon. And that's what I'm seeing on the chart here.
Yeah, this was wild, man. Coming up into that 66 area.
Yay, my car's done. Gotta take it in for state inspection. Passed with flying colors.
Nice.
It's because I own it. I'm still very keen on taking good care of my vehicles myself.
That's good. I like this blue zone for a possible rejection area. But the way buyers stepped in right there, man, they look nasty. They look angry is what they look like. Google trying to make a new high a day. So is Microsoft. That is a wild turn. Look at that. Buyers building up here, trying to squeeze through the 60 area. Boom, there's break above 60.
Yeah.
Nvidia pushing higher. Microsoft's flying. That is crazy.
They like the news.
That is wild.
Wahoo. Boing. Yeah.
Bro,
I
ES
am
did not
wearing my
hit the
Beavis and
man.
Butthead t-shirt today.
What's that?
I am wearing my Beavis and Butthead t-shirt today. One of many.
Nice.
And I'm shorting the Russell.
Oh, I wonder if the Dow. Oh, Dow's almost near that level. Definitely curious to see if that wants to react off of 44,906.
Home sales better than expected.
Yeah, everybody's getting a new house now.
There was a guy a while back. If you Google the carry trade,
Yeah.
he explains it. But this dude went and right now you can get like a home equity loan somewhere between like it's anywhere between 6 and 8% depending on your credit, but that's kind of high.
Right.
However, he found a way to borrow from a Japanese bank on the yen and at a rate of like 1.2%,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah,
kind
that's
of
what the
cool.
carry trade's all about. They borrowed from the Japanese because they had lower interest rates, and then but spent the money on the U.S. markets.
Yep. And that's exactly what the dude did. And he explains it, and you can service the loan out of a bank in New York. It's like a branch of whatever Japanese bank you borrow from. So you can still pay on your loan in the States. But it kind of bypasses that policy where, foreign countries can't own equity in U.S. properties. But
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like they took the loan out from another country and then used that country's money to purchase American property. Interesting.
so the fun part is, yeah, you get a decent interest rate, but you got to pay attention to the you got to pay attention to the currency pair. The chart on the U.S. dollar versus the Japanese yen, the dollar's looking like it could pull back about 2.5% in about the next 6-month period against the yen. So I would wait 6 months if I was to do that. Just my personal opinion. And if you do it now, you're kind of going to give back 2.5%. So you're going to, be at around 3%, which is still better than current interest rates. But at the same time, around that time, we would expect at least by then that interest rates get cut by a point in the U.S. So it doesn't quite wash. It's still advantageous to do, but there's a lot of little loopholes you got to jump through to make it happen in the first place. So
yeah,
I don't know what the fees would be involved in that or anything like that. So I'm going to pick this guy's brain a little bit later on and ask him a couple things, because I've got some ideas for some friends of mine who do something called hard lending. They'll take some cash and put it up as a loan for people who are looking to flip houses, but they get like 12% on those hard loans. So I'm like, well, would it make sense to leverage some of your existing equity in a Japanese bank and then use those funds to finance hard lending, because the turnover is 6 months to a year on those.
Right.
12%.
The problem with hard lending is it's got a decent failure rate.
Yeah, it does.
Because a lot of people underestimate the cost to renovate a house for flipping.
Yes, sir. It is a dangerous world.
Do these loan sharks carry baseball bats?
Some of them do. A couple of guys I know who do it. They're
They have to.
This one dude I know, he's Hungarian and he does it, and he looks tough. Let's just say that.
That's
But
funny.
I don't think he goes around cracking skulls. But I think he does definitely vet his bar owners quite a bit, and they, I guess, kind of have a community where they go and pool borrowers who have a good track record for being successful at this. So it's not like they're just willy-nilly throwing it to the average house flipper thinking they're going to get rich quick, you know?
Jesus, man, Tony Soprano had lower rates than that.
Right?
Hey, I remember the Carter era. I'm old. I'm an old fart there.
Oh, man.
Talk about 6%. Oh my gosh! I remember my first house loan was 10%.
Hell, before that, it was like in a 20% at one point.
Yeah, but you guys used to be able to get houses for like $2 and change.
No.
I'm just
I
kidding.
know people who bought properties back in the early 80s, early to mid 80s in Marin County at like $20,000 to $50,000 that are worth, over $1 million now.
Oh wow. That's crazy.
And they're
Guys,
not moving.
yeah, right? They're not going anywhere. I took
And
some
they're-
shorts on the Dow right now, the YM. Pretty light size, 'cause first time trading it. Looking for a reaction off this low volume profile, low volume shelf up here, which we are currently getting right now. So nice little quick reaction. That's great.
All right, time to turn one of my wheels. OPEN.
Turn one of my wheels.
Second, I had talked about OPEN, and we started talking about it when
Open.
it was under $1.
Yeah.
It's at $3.35 now. But the options income on that has my cost basis negative $3 anyway. So
Nice. That's pretty cool, man.
yeah, I love
I'm
that.
looking for 83 first target on YM.
Owning equities at a negative cost basis is like magic.
Hmm.
It truly feels inspirational.
That's cool. All right, here's 86. 86 is a low volume shelf, actually. I thought it was 83. So we'll see about getting out at that 86 just to... Oh, there's 84. And we'll try to get out of just one contract right here. All right, so I'm out of one, holding one. And I see that it moves very slow for one contract.
I responded with a meme to Jay Houston's response to Mercedes' post last night.
Oh, yeah?
So you might think it was boring because, hey, you're not Johnny Carson. But, so I replied with the Karnak, man. Karnak the Magnificent.
Uh-huh.
I
Wait,
got crickets, man. That was awesome.
I'm out of YM.
Well, all right.
What happened?
Johnny Carson was awesome, man.
Oh, nice. Look at YM. A lot of sellers building up here. It actually might continue. Ooh, chopping around.
Hopping that fib. Let's go hit the fib one more time.
Nasdaq has 23,300 in line for possible targets to the upside. ES, any low volume profiles? Yes, there should be. Right here. 98 to about 96. Right over here, possible long on ES if we could pull back to it. Big if. Big if.
ES is at the pivot point, so it may chop here for a moment.
Damn. Q just blasted that pivot. Or that fib.
Yeah.
Tested for support. Print me a little bull pennant and fly, baby, fly.
Hmm.
Switching to 5-second chart. Too close for missiles.
Cracker Barrel changed their logo and they're getting hammered on X about it. Let's see. New Cracker Barrel logo. Is that it?
People cry about the stupidest things.
Yeah, seriously.
All right. Well, I got stopped out scratch on my Russell trade here. I am looking at this long on the no, shoot, I'm still on the Russell. Long on the Russell here, 22.76 first target, 22.78 second target north.
Nice.
All right, pennant complete. Let's see if we pop.
We had some resistance on yes here above 64.05, so I'd like to see us pull back towards 63.97 for a long entry.
Swept liquidity to the half back, and we'll see if we break the trend line here. All right, 2 more bars.
I almost want to see it reverse now first to pull back to that zone. Did NASDAQ break its orb? I think it did.
It's got a
Yo.
3 bar on the top of the trend, so
Look at
it might pull
look
back.
at the NASDAQ with our orb right now. It's so range bound. It wicks the low, it gets higher, it hits the high, it goes lower. We'll wait on ES. What's gold doing? Is gold giving us anything? Nope. Bro, that's alright. NASDAQ gave us that butte this morning.
Right.
Butte.
What's our percent for the gap fill on NASDAQ?
On NASDAQ, gap fill NASDAQ is 345. Gap is up here. It's gonna be a pretty far gap fill. 930 candle open. 0.27% size. Let me pull up the ES chart real quick, then I'll pull up edge full and we'll see what are the odds of that.
Nice.
Yeah, ES gap fill's
Good
probably
work.
coming up soon too. Gap fill, NQ. Go by size. Point two
Right,
seven.
ES is
Oh.
ES pushing up to a fair value gap 64.08.
Oh, I see that.
And then you've got some GEX levels up there around 64.11.
Nice. Oh, so markets have been waiting for highs today. It definitely would like an ES pullback to this low volume shelf over here, 98.
All right, what say you, PLTR? You gonna pop here or you gonna drop here?
Several big names are in focus. Walmart reports before the bell, with Wall Street expecting.
Boom. Buyers going crazy.
I gotta bail here in a few minutes. I gotta eat something, get a quick shave, put on a nice shirt, and
Get all handsome for the day.
yeah.
Kevin, did you grab that or did I miss it or what?
Bro, I'm not in anything yet.
No, the gap fill.
Oh,
for
yes, I did have it.
You-
70, I'm surprised by it. 78% chance that we fill it on NASDAQ.
It's only like, was it like 10 points out or something like that?
It's,
No,
right now it's only about, yeah, it's only about 14 more points away. Okay, now go took 2 trades, 1 ES, 1 gold goes. Oh man. Oh man, Oz. We'll go over it. We'll go over it. Let's see. ES. Still waiting on that pullback. Dan sends a screenshot. 15 minute. Let's see. Oh, I see what you're looking at. This 15-minute supply right here. I'm not the biggest fan of that zone, but we have held off of it so far. So good job so far. That's for sure. Hopefully you were able to take that, Dan. Looks like you sent me the screenshot when price was right here, and we shot right up after that. So good job.
Go open. It's your birthday.
Oh, it's going crazy?
It's just popping up. It's like 5.6%.
That's it?
18 cents.
That's it? No, I'm
Trading
just
at like
kidding.
$3.40 here, man.
Oh, man.
It's all about that percentage.
Yup.
That ROI, baby.
Barrick Gold Mining reaching a 52-week high. Where's gold? Chopping.
I like SSRM better. A lot more delta in that one.
Gotcha. Yo, good job,
And
rating chat.
it just completed a bullish break on a diamond top, actually, so that might give you a nice run.
Nice. I'm still
Wait,
somehow
great
waiting.
resistance, though.
I'm waiting on ES, man. Got our gap fill somewhere back over here. Our gap fill has a 73% chance of 78% chance of filling on NASDAQ, which is wild. That's really cool. I should start incorporating those levels and those odds and stuff into our pre-market plans a bit more again. Don't buy these highs. Let's just wait now.
Chase is not a strategy.
Yup. The name. It's a bank.
It is good exercise.
It is an exercise.
Sure.
No, a jog is an exercise. If you're chasing someone, I hope they call the cops on you.
If I'm chasing someone, it's because they did me dirty.
Yeah, right.
They can call the cops all they want.
Caught that move up on MES. Good job, Jay. Good stuff. Yeah, we had bias-wise, we were right on NQ this morning, right? It definitely threw me off on that 4-hour. But, that's alright. It's alright. And 15-minute, 30-minute too. Very weird price action on that time analysis today. We still have crazy price targets to the upside. Look at that, 64.20, 64.24, 64.29, 64.35. Is that 50? No. Those are all up here. So I'll wait for an ES pullback. I'll wait all day. I'll wait another hour. Because all day is just another hour. Yeah.
Wait all day, another hour.
Anytime, man.
It's got another 15 minutes.
Yo, you got a DRV? Yes, sir. Derek, right? Apologize if I forgot that wrong. Hey, good morning, Preacher, Rob, Cavitha, Ryan, Smooth. Good morning, everybody. YouTube, guys, what's poppin'? Don't forget, hit that like and subscribe, and join us every day at bullishbrs.com. Become a member. We got monthly, yearly, lifetime subscriptions. I definitely recommend doing the lifetime. It's only 100 more than the yearly, and it comes with our next level library, which has access to my Futures Masterclass, which is an 8-part program, sort of going over the basics of futures, going in depth on different strategies, and then how to create a pre-market routine. So really good system there. Yo, what up, Hack? Good morning, good morning. I don't know if ES wants to pull back to that low volume shelf. Or just keep consolidating up here, keep picking up more volume up here. I will say, however, we are in, like Marzetti mentioned, that fair value gap off in, like 98 area right here.
Yeah.
We have been
Some
holding.
resistance there. It's right up under the fib to the Glove XI.
Yeah.
Heavy
Yeah.
limit orders there.
I wonder if this is live on Twitter too, because I tried to set it up so it would be.
So ES has got one of them fancy GEX levels at 6410. As you can see, we keep having trouble getting over it and staying over it. Then we've got a volume shelf down there around 6403-ish. So I think we're going to, and the pivot point at 6405. So if we break this GEX level, which we just did, then we've possibly got a measured move north. Of course, I happen to be short at the moment, so
I hate when that happens. It's like, oh, here's some targets to the upside, and I'm short. That's alright. Reevaluate, right? See what's going on, see if market's giving any clues, maybe take profits here. You're short what, ES?
yes, well, MES.
MES?
Yeah.
Same
While
difference.
I'm learning this Bollinger Band stuff here, I'm on the MES.
Cool, cool.
So, you know, small wins, but small losses if I need to.
Okay.
So far, I've been decently green every day. All right, there we are.
Here we go.
And first target south, 6404.
Resistance starting to build above us. 63.99. 63.99, 63.98. That's what I'd like to look for a long position.
Remember our psychological numbers too. We have 64 even right below us.
Nice. Yep, 6,400 coming up. So, you know, a thought, right, would be, okay, well, if I was in a long position above 6,400 or somebody was chasing and they were long even down here and they were just trailing their stop loss, they might have trailed it to 6,400, which my entry is right below 6,400. So maybe we want to wick it and then start to hold. Yo, what up, Joshua, Jenya, Jay, Jedi, Joel? I'm loving the Jays.
It's all about the Jays.
Oh yeah, Jeremy, of course. But you know what it is. You're Bullishbrs, Jeremy. So you're up by the Bs.
Oh man.
That's right. You're still a J representative.
My Twitter handle is just scalp it, Jay.
Nice.
I'm gonna brand that.
Yeah, right. I wonder what oil's doing. It's gonna be range bound, guaranteed. Pretty range bound. My goodness.
So that 1026 candle was engulfing, and so that gives us range expansion. And
Yeah.
you can draw trend lines off of that. They're a little weak, but you can do it.
Yo, Dan is still in here, right? Oh no, he left. That's crazy. He had this 15-minute demand supply zone right here, and he used it as demand once we broke it, and I wasn't too sure on it, right? I wanted that low volume shelf, so I did not take that trade. But that zone ended up holding as support once where he took his entry, and then twice right here where we just reclaimed. So very good stuff.
Right, SMR reversal confirmed. We just need to break resistance and we trend. Well, I'm guessing that limit order's not going to fill. Might as well push it out.
Damn, guys, not saying I'm like an influencer or anything, but the stats on Instagram are starting to pick up. All I'm saying.
Sweet.
Yes, sir. Boom, there's that ES break.
Okay, yep, I'm stopped out.
Yeah. It won 64.15's got a major aggressive seller sitting there. So we have 2,400 volume right there, but 1,326 of it was negative delta. Where's NASDAQ? What are equities? Oh, NASDAQ. Equities are popping. Yeah, NASDAQ's going to be popping. Damn it, NASDAQ. You just had to chop us out of your position down here for it to reverse afterwards.
That's
Unbelievable.
what it's designed to do.
Unbelievable. The nerve.
Right?
The NASDAQ nerve. The nerve
Get
dack.
some noise, kid. Damn, dude, there's a lot of speculators on SMR. Ooh.
Speculators.
Looking at the options chain, and it's like, 4x price is still getting lit up in like January calls.
Nice.
That's insane.
Well, my XPEB option's going into the toilet. Dadgummit.
Putaraya, Putaruski. Well, TNA is looking for a reversal here, so IWM might start to follow. Whoa, PLTR, where'd that come from?
Is it popping? Is it dropping? Ooh, Google, a big drop. So did Meta and Microsoft. Nice little pullback. And Nvidia. There we go. It's your time, ES.
Take your bag, Ricardo.
Yes, sir. Resistance above us, not much support below us. Want to see that pullback. Now look at this, guys. My low volume shelf is lining up with the VWAP, too. So we're just going to wait. Long 63.99, stop loss 63.97. 2 points.
Making a scalper out of you yet, aren't we?
No, 2-point stop loss. 13-point target, 6-to-1 risk to reward. It would depend. If we get a quick move in my favor, I'll hold it to target. If it chops around and struggles, I'll probably take it for a scalp.
That works.
I'm gonna take 10 contracts. No, I'm just kidding. 400 contracts.
Yeah, you would be the liquidity on that. Just call you Mr. Market Maker at that point.
Right. Guys, I'm risking 20,000 to make 100,000 on this next trade. Not a bad risk to reward.
That's for sure.
Alright, let's see. Come on. Come on, big partner. Equities falling out of the sky right now. Take a look. Meta pulling back. Google pulling back off of a new high a day. Nvidia pulling back too on this 5. Apple pulling back. Yeah, equities are hurting right now. And they are not sheep. Okay, they're hurting, but they're like.
Man, that was brilliant.
Yeah, and that was a real good one. That's great. It's more like it. I'm thinking entry, right? What I say? Entry 99. Stop loss 96.7. Dude, 222. Yo, Charlie Mike, you hooked us up. You weren't even in the live stream earlier, and you sent a screenshot of the economic calendar, and I was like, oh shit, we gotta check that.
Right?
Yeah, anything to help.
The GOAT.
I do got a bill, though. I gotta get a shave in.
Alright, J-Man. Be good, brother.
See y'all
Good
tomorrow.
having you in here. You gonna be in here tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
All right, awesome,
I'll
man.
be around.
Appreciate that.
Later, Jeremy.
See ya.
Later. All right, man. ES is getting there.
Thanks, Kev. I'm gonna take off two. I did 2 trades today, made my goal, and I'm gonna call her done.
Nice. Good job, man. Have a great day.
See you later.
Yo, I should start calling it a day when I'm done with trading. Imagine I would have called it a day at 9:30 off that NASDAQ open move. All right, guys, see you later. There we go, man. We're trying to find some support off the 6404. That was resistance before. But remember, I had 63.99, man. Got that low volume shelf down there. Really want to see the market retest that area. Right over here, 33. Okay, so it does say 63.9775, and that's where I was considering my stop loss. So I'm thinking of putting my entry to 63.9875, and I'll just wait for the reaction to 63.9775 if we get it. Stop loss 63.97, 63.9650. Hey, good morning, guys. What's going on? What's going on? Waiting on this ES pullback to 63.97. What's NQ doing? Pulling back too. Man, these markets are choppy. Not really. They gave us a nice bull trend. It gave us a quick move this morning off open on NQ. Then it chopped around till we had the home sales, existing home sales at 10. It's definitely trying its best to hold this spot right here. But I'm not taking that trade. It's either this trade or no trade. Or if we sell off and we break this zone with like quickness, like we just break right through it really quick, then I'll look for a retest of it to go short. Equities are trying to hold. Excuse me. Equities are trying to hold. YouTube, I got the pop on my lap. YouTube can't really see it, but I got my little, what's it called? Market analyst puppy, the pup of Wall Street. She'll tell me to take this trade or not. Now we're getting there. 63.97 is where we're looking for the reaction. Waiting on my long entry. Okay, here's a 6400. There's said break of 6400, did we? Yeah, 0.5 for 2 ticks broke 6400. ES performed a pretty clean stop hunt breaking that fair value gap. Alright, here's that low volume shelf area. Here's that 97. Here's some buyers accumulating. Just wait one sec. Here's that 97. Here's that 98. Got to see some type of buy bubble or some type of hold here. If sellers just step through and break it through, I'm not taking it. Some buyer trying to step in, and he's failing. 97.5. Be careful. Here we go. We're really into this. Oh, nope. Now we wait. Now we wait. Possible. We'll see. We'll see. We'll just have to see. Optimal trade entry will not be right there, of course not. Neither is the 50% either, so. And we'll wait. Possibly see this as the retest to go short right there. Yeah, look at that break. Wants that 63.92. Massive orders, 350 sitting there, 360 now. Alright, so this setup is no longer. This setup might be the next one we take now. Okay, so here's that 97.75. Now I'd consider a short with the stop loss at 63.99. Because now I'm looking for this area that was support to now hold as resistance. And if it fails, then I'll just be right on out of the trade. But we did break it already, so I would like to see if we could try to continue. If we don't, then we're probably just going to stay range bound. And if that's the case, no more trades. But I am in 2 shorts on ES at 97 was my entry. $92 could be a first take profit depending on how we react to it. This is a big buy zone right down here. Markets are fairly choppy right now. Definitely be careful on any trade. We're chopping on our point of control right now, so CVD did push red again. Is NASDAQ cumulative volume delta bearish? Almost. Equities are pretty weak too, though, so that's good for the bears. Just gonna hold this short on ES. Just stay patient with this, stay careful with the stop losses around 99. Entry was around 97. 2-point stop loss. Nice. Good little move there. So we want to see some follow through. Where's our market pulse? There's our market pulse. We want to see these ticking lower with much stronger volume. Without them ticking lower, it's a good chance that somebody's absorbing all of these sellers. Want to see those equities start selling off. Microsoft's weak, so is Google, but it's struggling to break lower on the current 5-minute. Once those could break lower on the current 5, we should see a big move to the downside. Here's Meta is pulling back, though. So is Microsoft now, so got to be a little careful on that. Now, so is Google. Again, pretty choppy zone right here. Might run to that 99. Be careful. Did we take out previous day low? We did not take out previous day high or low yet. So that's another big worry in that there's no true trend. It's a hard trend to trade right now. Got to see those equities. All right, Google tried to take a turn lower again. Apple's still trying to hold, but trying its best to squeeze lower. If Apple could start breaking low, wow, did it really just stop me out for it to continue? The hell just happened? It did just stop me out for a tick right there. I just re-entered, same entry price, same stop loss. If it stops me again, then it just stops me again. But I need Google starting to sell off. I need to see Apple and Nvidia start to sell off too. If those do not sell off, there is no chance for sellers. Right now, it looks like they're trying to make it no chance for sellers. So we'll be patient. See how markets want to play. This was an area of resistance before, of support before. We broke it. Now I was looking for it to hold as resistance. If it breaks back above it again, really got to see, guys. Really got to see. Market Pulse is trying to tick green, which again is a bullish factor. Might go towards that 99 again. Yep, there's 99. Ugly price action, man. We had, again, beautiful trades. I thought they were beautiful trades off the market open with NQ off of this demand zone down here. It's a real nice trade. So with that being said, we can't be forcing things afterwards. If we're hitting our quota, if markets are giving us a few setups and we took them and we were successful with them, take it for what it is. Do not gamble away your profits. Alright, ladies and gents, I'm wrapping it up right there. Hope you guys all had a fantastic trading day. It is 10:45. I suppose we could look around, see if there's anything of interest, but quite frankly, probably not going to take anything else today. Gold just made a new high today and then it sold off from it. NASDAQ, how are we on the 15-minute? 15 minutes still looking more bearish than bullish too, but it's like you get in a short position, it stops you out. You get in a long position, it stops you out. This is a harder range to trade right now. Buyers just took control, trying to bring us higher here, but sellers were just in control, trying to make a new low of day down there. So there's a lot of uncertainty and not much consistency. Look at this again, sellers trying to step in on the ES here. Could possibly look for buyers to hold us back higher because they did have control earlier off of this VWAP level, but again, it's just a matter of being patient, waiting for an A+ setup. This is not an A+ setup in my trade book, so we're not taking it, and I'll just wait for tomorrow, right? We live to trade another day. Alright guys, I will see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget though, I will be live for Benzinga's live stream for their pre-market playbook tomorrow. That's from 8 to 11. I think 11:30 actually. We have a show on Fridays too. So it's going to be a great episode. Really want you guys to be there. And yeah, I will see you guys there. If I don't see you, have a great weekend. Alright, peace everybody.
You're on Benzinga tomorrow from 8 to 11, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Alright, no problem. Later. Peace out, YouTube. Go follow me on Instagram. It's @tradingwithkev. Alright, later, y'all.